My name is Nathan Lawler, and I serve at our McMinnville campus, and I'm wishing you a blessed and a happy new year. And as we're heading into 2023, this is going to sound a little odd. Hopefully it'll make sense when I'm done in a couple minutes. But what I'm praying for, what I'm anticipating, what I'm seeking God for in this coming year is manna. Stick with me here. Manna, it first appears in Exodus 16 and led by Moses, the Israelites, they've escaped slavery in Egypt. They're wandering through the wilderness and reality starts to set in. The Israelites, they start complaining to Moses and to Aaron, and they even start questioning, was it better to be mistreated slaves in the rich nation of Egypt? We're free, but we're homeless and we're hungry. So the Lord tells Moses, I'm going to rain down bread from heaven. I remember hearing this story when I was younger, and it made me imagine God as an Olive Garden waiter. Unlimited breadsticks are just raining down from heaven. Manna was not actually bread, though. Breadsticks and donuts didn't just rain down and appear from nowhere. Manna was actually a seed to make bread. When the Israelites woke up in the morning and they see this thin, flaky seed, and their response, what is it? Moses knows and he explains, this is the bread that the Lord has provided. What God provided, though, in this particular case, wasn't the miracle of bread itself, but rather God provided out of nowhere the potential, the seed for a miracle. God provides a seed, and the Israelites, they look at it and they ask, what is it? The literal translation for the word manna is, what is it? That's the translation, that three-worded question, what is it? And it makes me wonder, how often does God provide a seed? How often does God provide the potential? How often does God provide the opportunity for a miracle? And in our limited human perspective, we look at it and we ask, what is it? Why did that happen? That wasn't what I expected. What are you doing, God? How often does God provide what we asked for in ways we didn't expect? We ask for security, so God provides a job. We ask for patience, so God provides children. We ask for stronger trust, so God takes us out of our comfort zone. We ask for influence, so God provides responsibility. A few months ago, I was in the process of transitioning over to the McMinnville campus, and I'm praying and I'm wondering repeatedly what God might do in McMinnville. What opportunities might we have to reach our community? And at the end of August, I'm copied in an email about doing a food distribution event. Turns out Providence had reached out and there had been ongoing conversations for a couple of months about this. And they said the biggest need was in McMinnville. So in October, we hold our first food distribution event. It goes really well. We serve 55 families. Amazing. It was a great event. It was a cool opportunity. And I'm almost embarrassed to say that I didn't realize God was providing seeds. I looked at it and I said, what is it? And then Providence says, we need to do the same thing, this food event, every 2 weeks. The seed is mixing and churning into dough. Again, I'm a little embarrassed to say, I didn't even recognize all God was doing in this. And then it was at one of our food events in November when one of the Providence workers asked me, when is your food pantry opening up? The question totally caught me off guard. I almost fell on the ground. I sputtered and I stuttered, and I don't even remember what I said. The only thing I remember is this. It was at that moment that I realized God had provided a seed that has now turned into bread. And I hadn't realized it until the bread was right in front of my face. That it was a miracle, and God had provided something extraordinary. And as I stand here recording this, our last food event served 108 families, totaling 620 individuals. And we have one more food event before our food pantry launches on January 6th. So what am I seeking? What am I praying for? What am I anticipating from God this year? What I want this year is for God to provide, or rather continue to provide, manna. But even more than that, I don't want to be the Israelite that saw the manna and said, what is it? But I want the faithfulness and the trust and the spiritual awareness that Moses had to see it and know it's bread. It's a miracle that the Lord has provided.